guys, it's JQ Crafty back with day 3 of 30 days of sketches with Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. If you didn't notice, also playing along, Moira, Crystal, I'm pretty sure Kathy was able to do every day. There's a few other people that were joining in on certain days, so make sure you check all the links that I have below for everybody who's playing along. This sketch, relatively simple, a lot you could do with it. I don't print a lot of photos tiny, so what I thought, one thing that would be really cool is if you had like a photo strip of photos, kind of like this one. I already scrapbooked these pictures, and technically this belongs to my dad, but I stole it and I haven't given it back yet. You could turn the layout on its side, but I, not even knowing I was going to use this sketch, printed this picture of our view when we were on vacation in 8x10, I think. Yeah. So what I might do is I think I'm going to trim it down to thinner, and it'll just be one big picture. I'm trying to figure out where I want to crop it out yet, because I want to be able to see, I want to be able to see that it's the deck, and I want to be able to see the view, but I'm like, do I need this up here? Not really. So it might be a little bit bigger than what's in the sketch, but that's the great thing about a sketch. You can interpret it however you want. I'm also going to, I think, play with this, and this is going to be my colored paper on top. I think I'm just going to have this with a photo. So I think I'm going to trim down my photo first to figure out how far down I really want this to go, and then I'm gonna map my photo on these two. This really isn't that same color. Well, whatever. I'm gonna map these two on these two. Well, because this is from Willow and these are from Creekside, so they're slightly off. They're not the same colors. They're similar, but not the same. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So let's get started. I love this paper. I love specialty paper, and if I can use big chunks of it, it makes me very happy. So I am trimming down my photo, and it's obviously bigger than what the sketch calls for height, but the length is almost perfect, and yeah, I don't really care. But I really like this, so I'm going to mat it really quick on that like khaki-ish tan, very light tan colored paper, and then this color that doesn't match anything that I was pointing out. Do that, and then I'm going to lay down the specialty paper and figure out where I want it, and then I will trim it off, because I will glue the photo down so that it kind of helps the specialty paper stay in place, and then I will go back and glue things down as well in different spots, and I do that off camera because you guys don't need to see me do that. So right away I wanted to figure out, put my title down so I knew where else I could embellish, and I was going to just do deck view, and then I realized this is an opportunity to use up some numbers, so I decided to do 24/7 deck view. And so just a nice big panoramic picture of our deck and the view of all the trees. And we were like, the cabin was actually built like up on a hillside leading down to a river. So it was like a steep embankment. So it was a beautiful view every morning and every evening. So that is what I'm doing. So I'm going ahead too now and taking some of this rose gold shimmers mist and making big blotches and some mistises around kind of above at the two spots of the title, which is kind of how the sketch calls for it, and I kind of like that. And I wanted some bigger splotches, so I got out my paintbrush to make some bigger splotches. But as I kind of let that dry, then I'm going to glue things down. I'll clean up my photo. Like as it slowly dries, I do actually take a heat gun to it later. And dry it with the heat gun a little, because the stuff on the vellum did not want to dry very fast. So, and then it worked my paper just a little bit, but it's not too bad. So I had this little banner piece and these layered stickers elements from one of the collections. Oh, I had mentioned, so it's like I have a mixture of Saturday Afternoon, Willow, Creekside, and Twilight. I have 4 different ones. So, and what's nice is even if the colors don't match, they all kind of coordinate. They all are in the same tones and hues, if you know what I mean. So like they're all jewel tones and things like that. And then pops of yellow, pops of bright light pink. There's not just, it's all bright or it's all this. It's all kind of the same family in hue, if that makes sense, and in like brightness. So I went through the ephemera, and I also had this sticker sheet. I didn't necessarily want what it said on that ephemera piece, but I liked the shape of it, so I covered it up. That sticker sheet fit perfectly and just covered up the sentiment. And then I'm just fiddling through all, trying to find things. And as I was finding other things, I was like, oh, let's put like a fake washi behind this from the sticker book. And then as I went through all the ephemera, I remembered I saw 1 butterfly, and then I found 2 butterflies, and I was like, well, why don't we get all of the butterflies out? So I had to find the 3rd butterfly, and I flipped through all of it again just to make sure. And now I have like 2 ephemera packs from one collection and like 1 from 2 others in there, so there's a ton of ephemera. I don't know if I will ever use it all. I'll probably use up all the papers before I use up all that ephemera. It's a ton. Like, it's a lot. But I'm really liking the way this is coming together. I like that wood veneer that I added. I really like this page. So now I'm just going to add a couple of enamel dots. I think that's what I'm at. Yeah, doing a couple of the enamel dots to use up the deep reddy pink ones really quick. And just using that paste jar to kind of hold down the glue so it has a little bit of pressure on it, trying to glue down those butterflies. And yeah, I know Sandy would hate this because why would I want to put so many bugs on my page? But I went all out on the butterflies. I'm going to have the journaling just about how, even though it rained almost the whole time, the few minutes that we got to spend out on that deck were worth it. Just having that available to us. So here's some close-ups. Thanks again for watching, you guys. Tune in tomorrow for everyone else and check out everybody else that's participating below. Thanks!